Hi students, in this class we are going to discuss NEET 2020 physics questions. First questions here. The phase difference between displacement and acceleration of a particle in a simple harmonic motion is dash. Now let us take formula for simple harmonic motion. What is the formula for simple harmonic motion? Means acceleration is equal to minus omega square x, where x is known as displacement, acceleration, a is known as acceleration. Since minus is there, so that there is a phase difference between acceleration and displacement is out of phase, hence phase difference between acceleration and displacement is pi radian. This fourth option correct. Next we are going to discuss 92 question. A long solenoid of 50 centimeter length having 100 turns carries a current of 2.5 ampere. The magnetic field at the center of the solenoid is dash. The formula for magnetic field at the center of the solenoid is equal to B is equal to mu naught Ni. This mu naught is mu naught, where N is known as small n is known as number of turns per unit length. So total number of turns by total length. Here given what is that means long solenoid of length 50 centimeter given is 50 centimeter. This convert into meter, so that 0.5. Then number of turns is given, that is 100 turns is given, and current is given, current is equal to 2.5 is there. Now we substitute this small n place, we are substituting number of turns per length into current. Mu naught value also given here. Mu naught value is here 4 pi into 10 power minus 7. So 4 pi into 10 power minus 7 into number of turns is 100 divided by length is 0.5 meter into current is 2.5. Multiplying this all, we will be getting as 6.28 into 10 power minus 4. Unit of magnetic field is Tesla. So this answer is for 92 question, fourth option is correct. Next we are going to discuss 93 question. 93rd questions here. Two bodies of mass 4 kg and 6 kg are tied to the ends of a massless string. The string passes over a pulley which is frictionless. The acceleration of the system in terms of acceleration due to gravity is. Actually for this formula is to find acceleration, formula is m2 minus m1 into g divided by m1 plus m2. This is the acceleration formula. Here given what is given in the sense m1 is equal to 4 kilogram is given and m2 is equal to 6 kilogram. By substituting these values in this equation, we are getting m2 is 6 minus m1 is 4 divided by 6 plus 4 into g. Here see 6 minus 4 is 2. So 2 into g divided by 6 plus 4 is 10. Now by cancelling 2 and 10, we are getting 5. So answer for this question is g by 5. So for 93rd question, answer is g by 5. Second option is correct. Next we are going to discuss 94th question. The ratio of contributions made by the electric field and magnetic field components to the intensity of an electromagnetic waves. Here actually electromagnetic wave, intensity of the electric field must be equal to intensity of the magnetic field. Since intensity of the electric field and intensity of the magnetic fields are equal, so that their ratio is equal to 1. So first option correct. Next, second, 95th question. 95th question say here, in a certain region of space with volume 0.2 meter cube, the electric potential is found to be 5 volt throughout. The magnitude of the electric field in the region is, actually electric field formula is minus dV by dr. Here potential is found to be 5 volt throughout. That means potential is 5 volt. 5 volt means constant. That is constant. If you differentiate the constant, then if you differentiate, the value of differentiation of constant is 0. So that electric field intensity in that region is 0. Fourth option is correct. Next we are going to discuss 96th question. 96th questions here. The average thermal energy for a monatomic gas, where Kb is Boltzmann constant and T is the absolute temperature. In general, formula for average thermal energy of monatomic gas is 3 by 2 kBT, where Kb is known as Boltzmann constant, T is known as absolute temperature. This direct formula. Next, 97th question. Find the torque about the origin when a force of 3I Newton acts on a particle whose position vector is 2k cap meter. Here, listen, what is the given in the sense here? Position vector is given that 2k cap and force is given that 3 into j cap. Now we have to find torque. Torque is equal to question mark. What is the formula for torque in the sense? Torque is equal to R cross F, R cross F. So R is how much here given here? 2k cap, 2k cap. Into F is given 3j cap, 3j cap. You know that 2 into 3 is 6, 6 into j is minus I. So this is minus I. So answer for this question, torque minus 6I cap, minus 6I cap. So for 97th question, second option is correct. Next we are going to discuss 98th question. 98th questions here. The mean free path for a gas with a molecular diameter D, with a molecular diameter D, and number density N can be expressed as this one. Direct formula is given in the textbook is 1 by root 2 N pi D square. Next we are going to discuss 99th question. The energy equivalent of 0.5 gram of a substance is energy equivalent. Actually, according to energy mass relation, energy is equal to mc square. Here m is given 0.5 gram. Gram you convert into kilogram, so 10 power minus 3 kilogram. Now first let us write mass. We have given that 0.5 gram. If you are converting into kilogram, so 0.5 into gram. If you convert into kilogram, 0.5 into 10 power minus 3 kilogram. Next, speed of light is 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second. Meter per second. Now substitute C place 3 into 10 power 8 whole square you substitute. Now listen, this 0.5 is 1 by 2. It is 10 power minus 3. Here 3 square is 9. 10 power 8 square is 10 power 16. Now 9 by 2 is 4.5. 10 power minus 3 into 10 power 16 is 10 power 13. So 4.5 into 10 power 13 joule is correct. For 99th question, first option is correct. 100th question we are going to discuss now. A screw gauge has least count of 0.01 millimeter, and there are 50 division in its circular scale. The pitch of the screw gauge is dash. Pitch of the screw gauge. Actually, formula for pitch of the screw gauge. Pitch of the screw gauge is equal to number of eddy scale division into least count. Number of eddy scale division into least count. Here number of division given. What is the given here? See here. Given is number of eddy scale division 50 and the least count is 0.01 millimeter. By substituting this value, N is 50, least count is 0.01 millimeter. So by multiplying 50 into 0.01, we are getting 0.5 millimeter. So second option is correct for 100th question. Now we are going to discuss 111th question. Two cylinders A and B of equal capacity are connected to each other via a stop cock. A contains an ideal gas at a standard temperature and pressure. B is completely evacuated. The entire system is thermally insulated. The stop cock is suddenly opened. The process is sudden process is adiabatic process. Sudden process is adiabatic process. Slow process is isothermal process. So here it is given that suddenly opened, so that it is adiabatic process. 101, first option correct. Now we are going to discuss 102. A cylinder contains hydrogen gas at pressure of 249 kilopascal and temperature 27 degrees centigrade. Its density is dash. They are asking density of the gas. Now we know that PV is equal to nRT. PV is equal to nRT. And we know the number of moles is equal to mass of the gas divided by molar mass. Now by substituting PV is equal to number of moles place mass of the gas by molar mass into RT. And here mass by volume, we know that mass by volume, density equal to mass by volume. That means here now mass by volume, this volume we are bringing this side, and this M and RT we are taking that side. So P into M divided by RT. Now this mass by volume is known as density. So density is equal to pressure into molar mass divided by R into T. Now pressure is given 249 kilopascals. Here this is the pressure 249 kilopascal. Temperature given 27. this is, so you have to convert into Kelvin. So 273 plus 27. To convert degree centigrade into Kelvin, we have to add by 273. So 300 Kelvin. And hydrogen gas given. For hydrogen gas, molar mass is 2 into 10 power minus 3 kilogram per mole. Kilogram per mole. So substitute now, pressure is given 249 into 10 power 3 kilopascal. We are converted into Pascal. And the molar mass we are writing as 2 into 10 power minus 3 kilogram per mole. And universal gas constant given in this question 8.3. So this is 8.3. And absolute temperature given 300 Kelvin. Absolute temperature given 300 Kelvin. By solving this all, we will get answer as 0.2 kilogram per meter cube. So for 102 question, answer is 0.2 kilogram per meter cube. Next, we are going to discuss 103 question. When a uranium isotope is bombarded with a neutron, it generates krypton, 3 neutrons, and which particle is asked. Actually, when uranium is bombarded by uranium-235 is bombarded by neutron, resultant product gives, what is that means, barium plus krypton and 3 neutrons. 3 neutrons. This is like that is there. For krypton, 36, 89. For barium, 56, 144. That means now barium particle additionally releases. So barium is correct option. For 103, fourth option is correct. Now we are going to discuss 104 question. A charged particle having drift velocity of 7.5 into 10 power minus 4 meter per second in a electric field of 3 into 10 power minus 10 volt per meter as a mobility in the order of dash. Mobility is equal to question mark. Now, given what is given in the sense here, velocity, drift velocity is given 7.5 into 10 power minus 4. And electric field intensity is given 3 into 10 power minus 10. Now, question is, we have to find mobility. Formula for mobility formula is drift velocity by electric field intensity. By substituting drift velocity 7.5 into 10 power minus 4 divided by electric field intensity is 3 into 10 power minus 10. Now, calculate solving 7.5 and this 7.5 and 3 if we cancel 2.5, this 10 power minus 4 and 10 power minus 10 if we cancel 10 power 6 we are getting. So answer for this question mobility is 2.5 into 10 power 6, that is first option is correct. Next we are going to discuss 105 question. 105. Taking into account of the significant figures, what is the value of 9.99 meter minus 0.0099? Actually, to calculate the significant subtraction after decimal, the number in which least significant is there we have to see. In this here 2 significant is there, here 4 significant is there. That means after decimal 2 significant should be there. So after decimal 2 significant, only first option correct. So for 105 fifth question, first option is correct. Next we are going to discuss 106th question. 106th question. An iron rod of susceptibility 599 is subjected to a magnetizing field of 1200 ampere per meter. The permeability of the material of the rod is dash. Permeability of the material of the rod is dash. Here for this question, relation between relative permeability and susceptibility is relative permeability is equal to 1 plus susceptibility. 1 plus susceptibility. Susceptibility value is given 599. And the magnetizing field of is given, that is not required here. Now listen here, they are asking permeability of the material, and the mu r is equal to mu by mu naught. By substituting here mu r place mu by mu naught is equal to 1 plus susceptibility. So mu is equal to mu naught into 1 plus susceptibility. Now substitute here mu naught is 4 pi into 10 power minus 7 into 1 plus susceptibility is given 599. Now listen here, 1 plus 599 is 600. So 400 into 600 into pi into 10 power minus 7. Pi into 10 power minus 7. Now listen here, this 4 into 6, 24. 24 into 100 and 10 power minus 7 if we cancel, you will get 10 power minus 5 you will be getting. 10 power minus you will be getting. Here 24 if you write as a 2.4, then 2.4 into pi into 10 power minus 5 into 10 power, here 24 we have written 2.4 into 10. So the 10 into 10 power minus 5 is 10 power minus 4. So 106th question answer is fourth option correct. Now 107th question. 107th question here. A spherical conductor of radius 10 centimeter has a charge of 3.2 into 10 power minus 7 coulomb distributed uniformly. What is the magnitude of the electric field at the point 15 centimeter from the center of the sphere? Center of the sphere. That means this is the sphere we assume. This radius is given 10 centimeter is given radius, and a charge q is given. Now we have to calculate electric field at a point distance is equal to 15 centimeter. 15 centimeter. That means outside the charge sphere we are getting. Here given that charge is equal to 3.2 into 10 power minus 7 coulomb and distance is given 15 centimeter. Now k value is given here 9 into 10 power 9. To find electric field intensity, we have to calculate electric field intensity. Formula for electric field intensity is k into q divided by r square. Here k is 9 into 10 power 9. Q is given 3.2 into 10 power minus 7 and R is given, R is 15 centimeters, so 15 into 10 power minus 2 whole square. This by solving this one, we will get answer 1.28 into 10 power 5 Newton per Coulomb. So for 107th question we are getting first option is correct. Next we are going to discuss 108th question. A series LCR circuit is connected to an AC voltage source. When L is removed from the circuit, the phase difference between the current and the voltage is pi by 3. If instead of C is removed from the circuit, the phase difference again is pi by 3 between the current and voltage, the power factor of the circuit. In this question here, when we are removing inductor, that time current will be in this direction, potential will be difference between current and potential, phase difference pi by 3 is given. In the absence of inductor, in the absence of capacitor, current will be in this direction, potential will be in this direction. So here phase difference is pi by 3. That means when inductor and capacitor both are there, this phase will be cancelled. So when inductor and potential, when inductor and capacitor both are there, then current and potential phase difference will be 0. That means in this case, impedance of the circuit is equal to resistance R. Impedance of the circuit is equal to resistance R. Power factor formula is cos pi. Power factor formula cos pi. Cos pi is equal to R by Z. Since here R is equal to Z, so R by R, we cancel it, we are getting 1. So for this question, power factor of the circuit is 1. So for option 2 is correct. Next, 109th question we are going to discuss. A capillary tube of radius R is immersed in water and water rises into it to a height h. The mass of the water in the capillary tube is 5 gram. Another capillary tube of radius 2R is immersed in water. The mass of the water will be rise in the tube is dash. Listen here, when we are immersing the capillary tube, here meniscus will be formed. Here force due to surface tension will be acting in this direction and the mg force will be acting in this direction. Component of force, vertical component of force balances mg. Vertical component of force is, surface tension formula is 2 pi r into t, that is equal to mg. 2 pi r t into mg. Here one component if you take is cos theta, where theta is the angle of contact. Anyway, here by immersing this capillary tube inside the water, here at surface tension g cos theta everything constant, so that mass is directly proportional to radius. When radius is doubled, mass will be doubled. That means here m1 by m2 is equal to r1 by r2. R1 given that R2 is 2R, M1 is given 5, M2 we are asking question, R cancel, so M2 is equal to 2 into 5, 10 gram. For 109th question, second option is correct. 110th question. In Young's double slit experiment, if the separation between coherent sources is halved and the distance of the screen from the coherent source is doubled, then the fringe width becomes. Now see here, new distance between the slits is d by 2 and the new distance between slit and screen is 2d is given, doubled. Now they are asking fringe width beta dash is equal to question mark. Actually fringe width formula beta is equal to lambda d by small d, lambda capital D by small d. Here beta dash by beta is equal to lambda in both cases equal, so that d dash by d into d dash by capital D, d dash by capital D into here distance between the slits is inverse ratio, so that d dash, small d dash into D. Capital D is distance between the slits and screen. Here given that d dash equal to 2d divided by d, and this distance between the slits given that 2d by 2 and this d. By cancelling d and this small d, this 2 goes up, so that 4. Now beta dash by beta is equal to 4. Beta dash is equal to 4 times of beta. So fringe width becomes 4 times. 111th question we are going to discuss now. See here, like this circuit is given, this not gate, this not gate, this nor gate, this nor gate, this not gate, this not gate, this nor gate. That means here, let us take input A and B. Here when it comes this A bar, this B bar. Here what happens means NOR gate means A bar plus B bar whole bar. That means AB is there, A bar and B bar we have to get. Then A bar plus B bar we have to get. Then A bar plus B bar whole bar. Now see here we are taking 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, like that we can take. If we take bar 1, 1 here, what happens means for first we write A, it is 1, 0, 0. For B if we write this 0, B bar if we write 1, this 0. A bar plus B bar is this 1, this 1, this 1, this 0. Now A bar plus B bar whole bar is 0, 0, 0, 1. So like this, which option means fourth option is correct. For 111 is fourth option is correct. 112. The color code of a resistance is given by. Color code of resistance is given by. You know that BB Roy, Great Britain, very good. Watch, like that is there. This value 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now this is yellow. Yellow place what is there? 4 is there. So yellow place 4 is there. And the violet is there. Violet place what is there? 7 is there. That means we have to write yellow place 4 we have to write. Violet place 7 we have to write. Brown place is there, 1 is there. So that place 10 we have to write 10. So 10 means 10 power 1. So 4, 7 into 10 power 1. For gold tolerance is 5%. So plus or minus 5%. So 4, 7 into 10. 40 is 470. 470. This is 47 into 10. 470. 470 plus or minus 5%. That is third option is correct. Next we are going to discuss 113th question. The capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor with the air medium is 6 microfarad. With the introduction of a dielectric medium, the capacitance becomes 30 microfarad. The permittivity of the medium is they are asking. Now see here capacitance in medium given 30 microfarad and the capacitance in vacuum is given 6 microfarad. Now they are asking permittivity is equal to question mark. We know that relative permittivity is equal to capacitance in medium by capacitance in vacuum. This is equal to capacitance in medium 30 divided by 6. This is known as 5. Now relative permittivity formula is epsilon by epsilon naught. Permittivity by permittivity of free space equal to 5. So epsilon is equal to 5 times of epsilon naught. By substituting epsilon naught value 8.85 into 10 power minus 12, we are getting for this question as 0.44 into 10 power minus 10. 0.44 into 10 power minus 10. So for 113th question, we are getting second option correct. 114th question. A ball is thrown vertically downward with a velocity 20 meters per second from the top of a tower. It hits the ground after some time with a velocity of 80 meters per second. The height of the tower, they are asking question. Listen here. This is we take as a tower. This is tower. From here we are projecting downward with u speed. When it reaches the ground, with speed v. This is the displacement h. Now acceleration downward is there. That is equal to g. Given what are the given in the sense here? Given initial velocity is equal to 20 meters per second. Final velocity is equal to 80 meters per second. G is equal to 10 meters per second square. They are asking height of the tower equal to question mark. The all initial velocity, final velocity, g, h, these factors related by the equation v square minus u square is equal to 2g h. Now by substituting all the values in this formula v square minus u square by 2g, we are bringing the 2g left side. Now v square is 80 square, u square is 20 square, by 2 into G is 10. Now 80 square is 6400 minus 20 square is 400 divided by 20. Now 6400 minus 400 is here 6000 divided by 20. So this, if we cancel 0 0 cancel, 2 and 600 if we cancel, we are getting 300 meter. For 114th question, we are getting 300 meter. Third option correct. 115th question. A body weighs 72 Newton on the surface of the earth. What is the gravitational force on it at a height equal to of the radius of the earth? Listen here. Acceleration due to gravity formula. Actually, acceleration due to gravity at certain height is equal to G into R divided by R plus H whole square. This is the formula. Here, at what height they are asking means H is equal to R by 2 height they are asking, weight they are asking. First I am calculating acceleration due to gravity, because for weight formula M into G we have to take. Now listen here, G into R divided by R plus H place we have to substitute R by 2, this whole square. This R if we commonly cancel, then we are getting 1 by here, 1 plus 1 by 2 is 3 by 2 whole square, this into G. So GH, acceleration due to gravity at certain height is equal to this, what we'll get in the sense G into 4 by 9, because 3 square is 9, this 2 square is 4, this 4 will go up. Now we need, what is the given here? See here, mg is given 72 Newton given. They are asking mg at certain height, question mark, mg at certain height they are asking. Sure. mg at certain height is equal to m into this gh is how much, means gh how much given? See here, gh is g into 4 by 9. 4 by 9. This mg is how much given? Listen here, 72. So 72 into 4 by 9. This 9 and 72 if we cancel 8, 8 into 4 we are getting 32 Newton. So at half of the radius of the earth height, we are getting weight of the object is 32 Newton. 116th question. 116th question here. Two particles of mass 5 kilogram and 10 kilogram respectively are attached to the ends of the rigid rod of length 1 meter with negligible mass. The center of mass of the system for the 5 kilogram particle is nearly at a distance of dash. Now let us take this is the rigid rod. Here mass m1 connected, here mass m2 is connected, we assume. The distance by which they are separated is r, we assume. Center of mass will be at certain place, center of mass. This distance is known as distance of center of mass, xcm. Here what are the given in the sense? Given is equal to, given is m1 is equal to 5 kilogram, m2 is equal to 10 kilogram, and the distance given 1 meter, that is we take as a 100 centimeter. Now formula for finding x centimeters, about x centimeter not, position of center of mass from first particle is equal to second mass divided by first mass plus second mass into distance between two particles. Distance between two particles are. So this m2 is given 10 divided by m1 is 5 plus m2 is 10 into r is 100 centimeter. Now see here, we are going to solve it. 10 divided by 15 into 100. Now calculate, solving this one, here 2, here 3, we are getting 2 into 100, 200, 200 by 3 is nearly 66.66 centimeter. That is approximately we are taking as a 67 centimeter. So 116th question option is second option correct. 117th question. The increase in the width of the depletion region in a PN junction diode. In PN junction diode, depletion region will be increased. Width of the depletion region will increase for reverse bias. Width of the depletion region will be decreased for forward bias. So here they asked, depletion region increases, width of the depletion region increases under reverse bias only. 118th question. Light of frequency 1.5 times of threshold frequency is independent of, is incident on a photosensitive material. What will be the photoelectric current if the frequency is odd and the intensity is doubled? Whatever intensity let it be, if frequency of the incident radiation is greater than or equal to threshold frequency, this threshold frequency, then only what happens in the sense photoelectric current will be there. Here given that, what is that means? Initial frequency is 1.5 times of threshold frequency, but after finally how much frequency they are giving means half of the 1.5 times of f naught. Half of the 1.5 times of f naught is how much? 0.75 f naught. So this frequency is less than threshold frequency, so that no photoelectric effect will be take place. so that no current, no photoelectric current will be there. Hence, for 118th question, photoelectric current is 0. Photoelectric current will be there only when incident radiation frequency is greater than threshold frequency only. 119th question. Assume that light of wavelength 600 nanometer is coming from a star. The limit of resolution of telescope whose objective has a diameter of 2 meter is dash. Listen here for this question. Limit of resolving power is theta is equal to 1.22 lambda by d, where lambda is known as wavelength, d is known as diameter of the objective lens. Now this 1.22 into lambda is 600 nanometer. Nanometer means 10 power minus 9 divided by diameter. Diameter is 2. This is 2. This 600 nanometer is wavelength. Now by solving this 2 and 600 if we cancel, we are getting 300. Now 300 is 20 and 10 power minus 9 if we cancel, 10 power minus 7 we are getting. This 3 into 1.22 is 3.66 into 10 power minus 7. Angle we are measuring in SI unit is radian. So for 119th question, fourth option is correct. 120th question. A resistance wire connected in the left gap of a meter bridge. Balance as a 10 ohm resistance in the right gap at a point which divides the bridge wire in the ratio 3:2. If the length of the resistance wire is 1.5 meter, then the length of 1 meter of the resistance is how much? Listen this question. Now see here we are connecting in left gap certain resistance we are connecting, right gap we are connecting 10 ohm we are connecting, and here meter bridge wire is there. This balancing occurs where in the sense 3:2. That means R by 10 is equal to 3 by 2. This R is equal to 3 by 2 into 10. This according to Wheatstone bridge formula, Wheatstone principle, P by Q equal to R by S, that formula we have taken. Now see resistance, this 2, this 10 if we cancel, we are getting 5. So resistance equal to 15 ohm we are getting. 15 ohm we are getting. Resistance is we are getting 15 ohm. Now 15 ohm resistance is there. This resistance 15 ohm for 1.5 meter length. So resistance per unit length if we take, listen here, R1 L1 is equal to R2 L2. Resistance per unit length is constant we assume. Okay, now we have to calculate then the length of 1 meter of the resistance they are asking. That means we take L1 is equal to 1 meter, R1 is equal to question mark, L2 is known as 1.5 meter given, and R2 is found 1.5 meter resistance is 15 ohm is there. By substituting all this we will get R1. So R1 is equal to R2 by L2 into L1. R2 is 15, L2 is given 1.5. Now L1 is then the length of 1 ohm resistance they are asking. Actually they are asking length of 1 ohm resistance. That means R1 is 1 ohm. R1 is 1 ohm. That means R1 is equal to 1 ohm given. Length of R1 they are asking, L1 equal to question mark. That means L1 is here, R1 is 1 ohm. From this L1 is equal to 1.5 divided by 15, that is equal to 1.5 and 15 if we cancel we are getting 1 by 10. 1 by 10 means 10 power minus 1. So 1 into 10 power minus 1. For 120th question, first option correct. 121. Light with an average flux of 20 watt per centimeter square falls on a non-reflecting surface at normal incidence having surface area 20 centimeter square. The energy received by the surface during time span of 1 minute. Here given non-reflecting surface means completely surface absorbs the energy. Here power formula is energy by time by area. Energy by time by area. Here time how much given means 1 minute. 1 minute equal to 60 seconds. And area given 20 centimeter square given. Area given 20 meter square given. Power is equal to given 20 watt per centimeter square. So by substituting here 20 watt per centimeter square is power, that is equal to energy by time is 60. Area is 20 centimeter square given. Area is 20 centimeters square given. Centimeter square cancel. Now E is equal to this, you multiply 20 into 60 into 20. Here 0, 0, 0, 3 zeros there, so that 10 power 3, the 6 into 2, 12, 12 into 2, 24. So 24 into 10 power 3 for energy unit is joule. So 24 into 10 power 23, 10 power 3, 24 into 10 power 3. For 121, we are getting option, second option correct. And 122 question, 122 question. A ray is incident at an angle of incidence I on one surface of a small angled prism with the angle of prism A and emerges normally from the opposite surface. If the refractive index of the material of the prism is mu, then the angle of incidence nearly equal to dash. Angle of incidence nearly equal to dash. Here's here normal emergence. Here's here normal emergence. Normal emergence means I2 equal to 0. That means R2 equal to 0. We know the formula R1 plus R2 is equal to angle of prism A. Here R2 is 0, so that R1 equal to A. Now we know the formula for refractance mu equal to sin I1 by sin R1. Sin I1 by sin R1. Here given small angled prism. For small angled prism. For small angled prism, sin theta is small, then sin theta is equal to theta. So that here we are writing, since small angled prism, sin I1 we are taking as I1, sin R1 we are taking as R1. Here R1 given A. So by substituting mu is equal to I1 divided by R1 plus A. So that I1 is equal to mu into A. So angle of incidence is mu into A. Second option is correct. 123rd question. 123rd question. A 40 microfarad capacitor is connected to a 200 volt 50 hertz AC supply. The RMS value of the current in the circuit, RMS value of the current in the circuit is nearly question mark as correct. Sorry, capacitance given 40 microfarad, so 40 into 10 power minus 6. Potential is given 200 volt. This RMS potential given, so that directly we will get RMS current. Frequency is given 50 hertz. And we know that in AC circuit, capacitive reactance is equal to 1 by C omega. Now we know the formula for current is equal to potential by capacitive reactance. So capacitive reactance, if you substitute 1 by C omega, that C omega will come up, so that V into C omega. And also you know the formula for omega is 2 pi F. So by substituting omega plus 2 pi F, so current is equal to V into C into 2 pi F. Here frequency given 50 hertz. Frequency is given in the question is 50 hertz is given. 50 hertz is given frequency. So substituting V is 200 and capacitance 40 into 10 power minus 6 and this 2 into 5 we are substituting 22 by 7 into frequency is 500. By substituting all this we will get, by solving this one we will get 2.5 ampere. For 123rd question we are getting second option correct. 124th question. Dimensions of the stress. Stress means actually formula for the stress is equal to force by area. For force dimension formula ml t power minus 2. For area L power 2. This L and 2 if you cancel L it goes up L power minus 1. So answer is ml power minus 1 t power minus 2. So this is the answer for 124th question. Option 3 is correct. 125th question. The Brewster's angle for an interface should be actually refractive index is equal to tangent of polarizing angle. This is the formula. We know that mu is greater than 1, less than infinity. Okay, that means tan I must be greater than 1, less than infinity. So for what angle of tangent, the value is 145 degree. That means I should be greater than 45 degree, less than tan 90 is infinity. So 90 degree. That means angle of this Brewster angle we are taking as IB. That means for Brewster angle range is 45 degree to 90 degree. 125th question, second option correct. 126th question. A wire of length L, area of cross section A is hanging from the support, is hanging from a fixed support. The length of the wire changes to L1 when mass M is suspended from its free end. The expression for the Young's modulus. Actually, let us take this the wire. This wire length is L. We take when we connect to this wire mass, some length is increases. This is the extension E. Final length given there L1 is given. That means extension is equal to final length minus initial length. This is the formula. And Young's modulus formula is equal to F into original length by A into elongation. Here force how much is acting means mg force acting, because this block of mass m is connected. Okay, that means force is equal to mg is there. Force is mg. By substituting this value, force place mg, we are substituting length place L. A is area of cross section. This extension E is given L1 minus L. So elongation place L1 minus L. So formula for Young's modulus in this case is third option, mgl divided by A into L1 minus L. Next, 127th question. A short electric dipole has a dipole moment of 16 into 10 power minus 9 coulomb meter. The electric potential due to the dipole at a point at a distance 0.6 meter from the center of the dipole situated on the line making an angle of 60 degree with the dipole axis is dash. Actually, we take this electric potential due to the dipole they are asking. We assume this is the dipole moment P. We assume we need electric potential at this point P. This position vector makes angle 60 degree. Actually, formula for electric potential due to dipole. Electric potential due to dipole is equal to K into P cos theta divided by R square. K into P cos theta divided by R square. Now K value given. This is the K value. K value is 9 into 10 power 9. Theta is given 60 degree. This is the dipole moment given. Dipole moment 116 into 10 power minus 19. 0.6 meter is radius. By substituting this all, K value 9 into 10 power 9. Dipole moment is 16 into 10 power minus 9 into cos theta is 60 degree. So theta cos 60 is equal to 1 by 2. 1 by 2 divided by radius is given 0.6. 0.6 is given 0.6 into 0.6 because whole square. Now by solving this one, we are getting electric potential is 200 volt. By solving this all, we are getting 200 volt. For 127th question, first option we are getting. Next, 128th question. In a guitar, two strings A and B made of the same material are slightly out of tune and produce beats of frequency 6 Hz. When tension in B is slightly decreased, the beat frequency increases to 7 Hz. If the frequency of A is 530 Hz, the original frequency of B will be dash. So here let us take frequency of A minus frequency of B is equal to, here given that 6. We have take frequency of A minus frequency of B is 6 we can take, or frequency of B minus frequency of A equal to 6 we can take, because difference in frequency is known as beat frequency. Now see here B, tension in the B is slightly decreased. Frequency is directly proportional to square root of tension. If tension is decreased, then frequency will be decreased. So if frequency is decreased means FB is decreases. As tension is decreased, frequency FB decreases. That means here this is first equation, this is second equation. If you take first equation, in first equation only FB decreases means difference increase, so beat frequency will be increased. Suppose if you take second equation, if FB decrease, difference will be decreased, then here result will decrease only. But real result is given increases. Increases means as tension increases means FB decreasing. So first equation if you take, then only the given condition will be satisfied. That means FE minus FB is equal to 6 only we have to take. Here FA is given, how much is here given? Given FA is equal to 530 given. So substitute 530, FA plus 530, substitute, bring this 6 left side, that is equal to FB. 530 minus 6 is equal to 524. So answer for 128th question, 524 Hertz. Next, 129th question. An electron is accelerated from rest through a potential difference V volt. If the de Broglie wavelength of the electron is 1.227 into 10 power minus 2 nanometer, the potential difference is dash. Actually, what is the formula which relates de Broglie wavelength and potential means de Broglie wavelength is equal to 12.27 angstrom divided by square root of potential through which electron is accelerated. Here potential is given 1.227 into 10 power minus 2 nanometer. That means lambda is given 1.22 into 10 power minus 2 into 10 power minus 9 meter. So substitute here lambda value 1.227 is there. Okay, 7 is there. This 7 into 10 power minus 11 is equal to this 12.27 divided by root V into angstrom is 10 power minus 10. Now this 12.27, this 1.227, if we cancel, we will get here 10. Here we will get as a 10. Now this here, this root we bring here, square root of v is equal to, we are getting here 10 into 10 power minus 10 is 10 power minus 9. This 10 power minus 11 down, we are taking 10 power minus 9. So 10 power minus 9 into 10 power minus 11, if 10 power minus 11 comes up, what happens means 10 power minus 9 plus 11. So is equal to 10 power 2. 10 power 2 we are getting. By squaring this one, v is equal to 10 power 2 whole square, that is equal to 10 power 4. So 10 power 4 volt we are getting answer. For 129th question, third option is correct. Next, 130th question. The solids which have negative temperature coefficient of resistance, that means the substance whose resistance decreases by increasing temperature, those substance temperature coefficient of resistance is known as negative. For insulator and semiconductor, for both insulator and semiconductor, what happens means by rising temperature, resistance will be increases. So that for this question, insulator and semiconductor, for both coefficient of resistance is negative. 131st question. The energy required to break one bond in DNA is 10 power minus 20 joule. This value in electron volt is nearly is dash. That means here given energy is equal to 10 power minus 20 joule. We have to convert it into electron volt. That means we should know relation between electron volt and joule. 1 electron volt equal to 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 joule. 1 joule is equal to bring 1.6 downward. So that 1 by 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 electron volt. So to convert joule into electron volt, we have to, what we have to do means we have to multiply this value by 1.6, 1 by 1.6 into 10 power minus 19. That means here given that 10 power minus 20, 1 joule here is there here 1 by 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 electron volt. By simplifying this one, we will get 0.06 electron volt. 0.06 electron volt. Second option correct. Here only one thing we should know, what is that means. 1 electron volt is equal to 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 joule. From this relation, we can convert joule into electron volt. 132 question. The quantities of heat required to rise the temperature of two solid copper spheres of radii R1 and R2 through 1 Kelvin in the ratio. They are asking. Listen here. Here R1 is equal to 1.5 into R2. That means R1 by R2 is equal to 1.5. That is equal to 3 by 2. Now quantity of heat required is equal to mass into specific heat capacity into delta T. Here mass formula, mass equal to density into volume. Volume formula is 4 by 3 pi r cube. 4 by 3 pi r cube. So heat energy required is equal to density into 4 by 3. Mass place we are substituting density into 4 by 3 pi r cube. And specific heat capacity and delta T. Here density same 4 by 3 pi constant, specific heat capacity same, change in temperature also equal. So that heat energy required is directly proportional to cube of the radius. So ratio of the heat energy required for the first sphere to the second sphere, is equal to R1 by R2 whole cube. Now R1 by R2 how much given here 3 by 2. So substitute in the place of R1 by R2 is 3 by 2 whole cube. 3 cube is 27, 2 cube is 8. So answer for this question is fourth option, 27 by 8 is correct. 133rd question. Which of the following graph represents the variation of resistivity with the temperature for copper? Copper is the metal, good conductor. For conductor, resistivity increases with the temperature. Here first option and third option decreases with the temperature is there. So either second option or fourth option only should be there. But resistivity not linearly varies with the temperature, so that non-linearly varies. First point we should know that for metal, resistivity increases with the temperature. That is one point you should know. Another point is resistivity varies non-linearly with the temperature. For certain temperature only linearly will vary. We are taking from 0 Kelvin to infinity Kelvin, so that non-linearly varies. For 138th question, resistivity increases with the temperature and non-linearly. 134th question. For transistor action, which of the following statement is correct? Actually, for transistor action, actually transistor in which way it will be there means emitter, base, collector will be there. Emitter region will be size more will be there, base region very thin, collector region moderately greater. Emitter region size slightly less than collector region, but base region size is very small. Base region size is very small, and in base the impurity doped is very lightly doped. That means base region must be very thin and lightly doped is correct. Like if base region is lightly doped and very thin, then only transistor action will be take place. So 134th question option is 3. 135. For which of the following Bohr model is not valid? Is not valid. Actually, Bohr model is applicable for in the orbit one electron should be there. For helium plus, how many electron will be there? One electron only will be there. For deuteron atom, what will be there? Proton, neutron, and one electron only is there. For hydrogen atom, proton, and here one electron only will be there. For single helium atom is 2 proton, 2 neutron, but electron only one electron is there. But in ionized neon atom, single ionized neon atom, in orbit one electron will not be there. Many electrons will be there. So that this singly ionized neon atom cannot be valid for Bohr model. So for 135th question, answer is third option is correct. Third option is correct.